Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so picture this. It's a pretty normal Monday, nothing unusual. And then, bam, Russia's main airline, Aeroflot, just gets hit by this wave of digital chaos.
Yeah, completely out of the blue for most people.
Right. More than 50 flights suddenly grounded, airports just thrown into confusion, and then almost straight away, a criminal investigation gets launched. This definitely wasn't just some, standard technical glitch, was it? It felt bigger, like a digital bombshell.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
So for this deep dive, we're really going to unpack this story. It's fascinating, but also honestly a bit unsettling. How cyber warfare is hitting civilian life directly, maybe in ways we hadn't quite seen before.
Absolutely. And our mission here really is to dig into this specific event, understand not just what happened, but maybe the motivations, the why behind it.
Right.
And maybe more importantly, what it signifies, in this wider picture of modern conflict.
Yeah.
How does something like this change the game?
And for Aeroflot, this was huge. They suddenly canceled, over 50 flights? The reason given was pretty vague, just information system failures.
Yeah, very generic phrasing.
When you hear that, what do you picture? I immediately see Moscow's main airport, Sheremetyevo, just descending into chaos, passengers confused, stranded.
It's an instant crisis, isn't it? And the Kremlin's reaction, well, that really showed how serious they took it.
How so?
Their spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov, he called the reports quite alarming. That's strong language from them.
Okay.
And almost immediately, Russian prosecutors were launching a full criminal investigation. They specifically said it was cyber intrusion.
So they knew right away.
Pretty much. It tells you they understood this was no accident. It was deliberate.
Yeah.
An attack hitting, critical domestic infrastructure.
So the big question then, who is behind it? This massive digital strike.
Well, the group claiming responsibility, or groups I should say, are the pro-Ukraine hackers known as Silent Crow.
Okay, Silent Crow.
And they apparently joined forces with a Belarus-based group, the Cyber Partisans.
Right, Cyber Partisans, I've heard of them.
Yeah, and they didn't waste time. They put out a joint statement taking full responsibility and making it very clear it was political.
Politically motivated.
Exactly. And this is where it gets really interesting, maybe even a bit wild. The claims these hackers made, pretty staggering.
Like what?
They said this attack wasn't just a one-off. It was the result of a whole year infiltrating Aeroflot's systems.
A year? Wow.
Think about that. A whole year inside. They claim they destroyed something like 7,000 servers.
7,000? That sounds huge.
It's an astonishing number. And, maybe even more significantly, they said they'd taken over computers belonging to top-level Aeroflot employees.
Okay, so destroying servers, that knocks things offline, right? But getting into executive computers, what does that suggest?
It suggests deep penetration. Widespread access. Destroying that many servers points to hitting the back-end infrastructure hard. That takes planning, persistent access, and controlling executive computers. That's likely targeted stuff, spear phishing, maybe exploiting high-level accounts, basically getting the digital keys to the kingdom.
And the threat didn't end with just disruption, did it?
No, not at all. They issued this really stark warning. They were about to release the personal data of all Aeroflot passengers.
Okay, wow. That's aiming straight for public panic, isn't it?
Absolutely. This isn't your typical cybercrime for money. Their message was explicit. Glory to Ukraine, long live Belarus.
So clearly ideological.
And experts, like Rafe Pilling from Sophos, they pointed that out pretty quickly. This looked ideological, not financial. That distinction is key.
Why key?
Because the goal wasn't cash. It was psychological damage, undermining confidence. It's a totally different strategy than, say, a ransomware attack.
It's easy to talk about digital bombs in politics, but let's bring it back to the people actually caught up in this, the human impact.
Yeah, that's crucial.
So what did it actually feel like for you, the average traveler stuck in that mess? People apparently flooded VK, that's the Russian social media platform, with complaints.
I bet.
Hours-long delays, websites just not working, call centers totally unreachable. We saw one post somewhere, I've been sitting at the Volgograd airport since 3:30. The flight has been rescheduled for the third time. You can just feel the frustration.
Well, absolutely. Anyone who's faced a major flight delay knows that feeling. But add the layer of uncertainty from the cyber attack,
Yeah.
it's a whole new level of travel nightmare.
Yeah.
And while the airline did eventually say, look, you can rebook within 10 days or get a full refund.
Which sounds reasonable eventually.
Eventually, yes. But the lack of real-time information during the crisis, that just made the public frustration deeper, I think.
Right. It shakes your trust.
Exactly. It hits public trust hard. Not just in Aeroflot, but in the basic reliability of everyday systems. Makes something simple like travel feel really stressful, insecure.
And this attack, it wasn't just a random isolated thing, was it? It really fits into this bigger picture we've been seeing. Cyber attacks becoming like a parallel battlefield in conflicts running alongside the physical war.
Definitely. Especially since the Russian invasion of Ukraine back in February 2022. We've seen a huge shift.
Like Ukraine forming its own IT army.
Exactly. That IT army of Ukraine reportedly 300,000 volunteer hackers strong. That signals something significant, doesn't it? Data breaches, infrastructure attacks happening right alongside conventional military operations.
So these groups, Silent Crow and the Cyber Partisans, they've been active before this.
Oh, yes. If you look at their track record, their previous claims include hitting Russian telecoms, insurance companies, even apparently the IT department for the Moscow government itself.
Okay, so they have a history.
They do. But this Aeroflot hack, it's undeniably their highest profile strike so far. And the most disruptive, certainly for the public.
Why do you say that?
Because it didn't just mess with internal company systems. It directly impacted, potentially, tens of thousands of ordinary Russian travelers. And during peak vacation season, too.
The timing.
The scale and the timing, yeah. It suggests they're escalating things, both their technical skills and their willingness to hit these really visible civilian targets.
Which brings us to the question, why Aeroflot specifically? I mean, beyond the disruption, there's a symbolism there, right?
Huge symbolism. Aeroflot isn't just any airline.
No, it's got history, Soviet-era prestige brand, and all that.
Exactly. And even today, it's still one of the world's top 20 airlines by passenger numbers. And despite Western sanctions hitting its international flights,
it's still vital domestically.
Absolutely critical. It's a major artery in Russia's internal transport system, moving millions of people.
So attacking it isn't just about grounding planes.
No, it's absolutely a deliberate choice. And that symbolic aspect adds this potent layer of, well, psychological warfare to the whole operation.
How so? Psychological?
It's designed to undermine more than just the airline. It hits core state infrastructure, public confidence in these big national institutions.
I see.
When a symbol of national pride, something so essential for transport, suddenly seems vulnerable, that sends a message far beyond flight delays.
What message is that?
It aims to erode the public's basic sense of security, their trust that the government can protect even fundamental parts of daily life.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. What are the main takeaways for us, for you listening? This deep dive, it's really shown this potent mix of digital and traditional conflict.
The lines are blurring.
We've seen the kinds of sophisticated tactics these groups are using, infiltrating systems, causing massive disruption.
Yeah, the technical side is quite advanced.
And maybe most importantly, we've focused on the real human cost. Ordinary people just trying to travel, suddenly caught in the middle, their plans, their sense of security just upended.
Definitely. And maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. Just consider how critical civilian infrastructure, things we used to think were kind of separate from geopolitical fights.
Like airlines, yeah.
Exactly. How they're now right on the front line. And that really raises some profound questions, doesn't it? About the future of travel. Yeah, but also just the security of daily life in this super interconnected and maybe increasingly vulnerable world we live in.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into what's clearly a crucial and still rapidly evolving part of modern conflict.